Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Channel Anne at Bella. And today we're going to be doing the full review of the Doctor Who series 11 final, when it's episode 10, and it's the Battle of Ranskoor via Kolos. Okay, this can be broken down into three different sections. First, the Ryan Graham conundrum and dealing with their grief over Grace via the Tim Shaw thing was very, very well done. And I'm loving the fact that Graham shot Tim short in the foot. Love that. He is so the better man. Yes, I'm wearing a 11th Doctor t-shirt. Woohoo, everyone. That was very well done. So that's first thing. Second point I wish to point out was the fact that you had Yaz, who overall within these 10 episodes has been slightly underused. I would like to point that out. She started off really strongly, and then she had that wonderful episode, The Demons of Pakistan, which was brilliant. And then she was sort of a bit of a passenger, and it took her a while to sort of, step up. And that's because she's actually like the dark, metaphorically and sometimes literally, like a shadow of the Doctor or a shadow of a Doctor Who assistant as well, because she's a woman. I find that quite interesting in itself, that metaphor being played out. So sometimes she does have this passive role, even though she's not, because she'll say something that is so constructive, and then she'll go and fulfill her mission role. Like she'll go and lead these people out there holding a gun, doing something, but then it becomes passive, so she's no longer proactive, which is interesting with the character of Yaz. And I hope in series 12 we will see more of Yaz's proactivity. I'm loving the fact that it took 10 episodes to solve the whole Ryan and Grace, Yaz's proactivity. I'm loving the fact that it took 10 episodes to solve the whole Ryan and Grace grief thing, because grief does take a long time, and I think that was reflected well in the series final. I'm loving the fact that you had the two aliens when there's only 6 of them in the world, and they all live on different planets, and they live for like ages and ages and ages and ages, and they have faith in a creator, but their belief system is they're waiting for the creator to come. And obviously Tim Shaw took advantage of that, and I'm liking the fact that the first episodes connects to the last episode, so the first is the last and the last shall be first, which has that nice effect of, you don't have that running thread like 11 did with the crack in the wall in one of his series, but you have sort of 2 episodes that begin and end, and nice sort of circle for the whole 10 episodes of the season. So you've got the beginning and the end being the capital letter and the full stop of the 10 episode sentence that is season 11, which I like. I like that. So that was really well done. It was interesting that they're actually using sort of lots of tech. So they had a thing on their temple which helped stabilize balance their brains out so they wouldn't be affected by the planet. And they also had a comm link on their neck so they could communicate to each other without having to be in the same area, which kind of freed them up from having to use like comm walls or interfaces within the spaceship slash shrine slash route. Thought that was really creative use of tech. I've noticed that they have been using more science fiction stuff during series 11, more science fiction tech. And sometimes we have had technobabble. Yes, we have had the Third Doctor's reverse and the neutron flow. They reverse the polarity of the neutron flow. Yes, that is classic John Pertwee line from the Third Doctor. Yeah, okay. So what? Yeah, I'm loving the fact that we had that. We also had 2 mentions of a Slovene being changed back into the egg, and the fact that the Doctor has used the TARDIS to drag the Earth back. So that was quite cool that we had references to New Who. I'm loving the fact that we get classic references and New Who references, which is nice. Okay, so Ryan Graham Grace thing sorted. Loved that. Not going to say anything more because that was perfectly done. Wonderful. Hats off to Mr. Chinibble or Chris. Loving the fact that Yaz is like the metaphorical shadow of the Doctor slash Doctor Who assistants. Loving that. Loving the fact that we also had the TARDIS being referred to as a ghost monument, because it is a monument to ghosts. It's a monument to ghosts of previous Doctors, and it's a monument to ghosts of previous companions. One of the things I really liked about Peter Capaldi's second TARDIS was the fact that it had the names of previous companions written in Gallifreyan around the top, which was a really nice touch because it was like a monument to everybody who has travelled in that vehicle slash time machine. I also liked, this is another point, I really liked the fact that we actually got to see the hexagons on the wall, which were blue, and we got to see that yellow glow, like that dome. And then you've got the console inside with its like cogs and wheels. I really, really like Jodie Whittaker's TARDIS layout. It looks beautiful, so colourful. What was interesting is in the episode where they had that thing where the Equinox were up like that, that reminded me of the Doctor Who movie with Paul McGann. It reminded me of that episode. Check it out. It's a very good movie, and it features Julia Roberts' brother is in it as the Master. It's good. He's good. It is good. Slightly different, but it actually adds to the Master's character. It doesn't take away. I love it when he peels his fingernail off and puts it on the wall. It's just brilliant. Yeah. Check that out. Okay, so we've done the Yaz thing, doing the metaphor. We've done the Graham and Ryan and Grace grief thing. My third point is how this Doctor appears to not know stuff and then knows stuff. So it's sort of like, oh, you lead me along, and then she'll only reveal what she needs to, which is a very seventh Doctor Sylvester McCoy trait, because he became the master strategist towards the end. Check out The Curse of Fenric and Ghostlight, but you must check out Curse of Fenric. It is an absolutely awesome Doctor Who episode. That is brilliant. And I really like that the fact that they're giving Jodie Whittaker that trait, as well as like the science and tech trait that she's got. So you're building the layers. I do like her humour as well because she's very personable, but she's also, because she's a woman this time, she doesn't automatically say, I'm a man, I'm going to take charge. She waits to sort of get the lay of the land, and it's only then does she start formulating her plan. And she's like, no, we're doing this, we're doing that. I love the fact she had a backpack and she got out all of her stuff and she was like getting out the grenades and stuff. That took me back to Ace, who was the Seventh Doctor companion, who was brilliant. Brilliant references to that. Liking the fact that you can blow up walls and, things because they aren't living. Obviously, if it's a living wall, I'm sure there would be differences. So yeah, I really enjoyed the episode. Out of like 10, well, I normally give these out of 5, don't I? Out of 5, I think I would give it like a 4 because I'm concerned that it's a little bit too technical, possibly for like your under 8 to understand. Whereas I think Russell T Davies made episodes that were quite accessible for children. A lot of Series 11 hasn't been, I don't think. But it's also been quite scary. I would have to say that the most scariest episode, I think, has been like the first one with Tim Shore, this one with Tim Shore, because he looked fabulous with his silhouettes and all the cables coming out. I have to say he did look fabulous, and the teeth, awesome, and quite menacing too. And those little domes where they put their people in stasis, like, yes, we just want to put you in there. Anyway, I found that interesting. But also I found the King James episode quite scary. I think that was quite good, with like the aliens coming out of the mud. That was good. So overall, I'd give this episode a 4. I think it's good. It rounded season 11 off quite nicely with the beginning and end. It was definitely a full stop. But it also, you've got a solid team now. They're called a fam. They work quite well together. I'm really hoping that we see more of Yaz step up and that she doesn't have, yes, passivity is great and she does fulfill her function as assistancy, but I would like her to sort of take, no, I'm Yaz and I've got boundaries and I'm going to say this. Because Ryan's had his moment where he said, I'm Ryan and this is what I think. And Graham's had his moment where he says, I'm Graham and this is what I think. And the Doctor does that all the time. It would be nice for Yaz to have some of that. Demons of Punjab episode aside, because that was a brilliant episode. This episode I'm giving a 4 out of 5. I'm really looking forward to the Doctor Who special on Christmas Day. That looks to be quite good. I did see like the trailer after the season finale that was tonight. That was good. Had some good things. I wonder who that alien is. A lot of people say it could be the Daleks, but I don't think they'd go there. It could be something completely new, or perhaps they could be Zygons, or maybe Sea Devils. We've not had them yet. Or a completely new villain. But I would really like to see some Sontarans. Yeah, I miss potato people. but I don't think it's going to be them. It might be a Zygon, maybe. We've done them, but we've not really done them very well. It would be nice to maybe actually see like a Zygon ship or something, or maybe a Sea Devil ship, or maybe a Silurian. I've not seen any of those. Had the Ice Warriors. It'd be nice to actually see some of their spaceships and tech sometimes. Because I mean, we got to see the Cyberman spaceship and we got to see the Dalek spaceship. So maybe it would be nice to actually see some of the other spaceships and see like them having a plan and like trying to carry it out, take over the world maybe. Mahahaha. Ah, my love of classic Who never ends. I don't know who these new aliens could be for the New Year's Day thing. I think it's going to be a nice surprise. So I hope you've enjoyed this review. Please like, comment, and subscribe. 3 main plot points. You've got the metaphor of Yaz being the shadow of the Doctor. You've got the Grace Ryan thing, Grace, Graham, Ryan, fam thing, grief thing, beautifully resolved with Tim Shaw not being defeated and contained, and also shot in the foot. And the third thing was how Jodie Whittaker has nicely layered the Doctor's personality with different traits. So she's very sciencey and techie. She's very personable, but also she will wait for events to unfold. She'll gather the information and then she will plan her plan like a master strategist, which is very Seventh Doctor to do, actually. So that's the end of my review. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you thought about the whole series in the comments below. Goodbye, and Bella out. Toodles.